AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. We talk about the move Nico Harrison made, trading Luca. I don't even like saying his name. That GM over there in Philadelphia, how bad he has been. We talk about Leon Rose and La Cosa Nostra, what job they've been doing with the Knicks, whether you like it or hate it. But flying under the radar and doing a horrific job is Pat Riley. At one time, you had Shaq and Dwayne Wade. D Wade in his prime. You run Shaq out of town. You got one championship, but you run Shaq out of town. Now, anybody who knows the game of basketball, you got Shaquille O'Neal, you got Alonzo Mourning, you have Dwayne Wade, you have Antoine Walker, you have White Chocolate, you have Gary Payton, and you don't figure out a way to keep that together to try to go on a 2, 3, 4 championship run. Fast forward, you keep Dwayne Wade, you become horrific. LeBron James and Chris Bosh comes to the Miami Heat. Y'all call yourself the Heatles. Pat Riley is back on top, looking like the great GM he is. Now, let's not forget, you get LeBron James. D Wade still in his prime. Remember, third greatest shooting guard of all time. You get Chris Bosh to come over from Toronto, an all-star. You find a way to mess that up. Remember, y'all, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Are y'all telling me LeBron James and the Miami Heat shouldn't have won more than 2 championships? Now, I'm not sneezing. Thank you, Monkey Rich. I'm gonna get to that. I'm not sneezing at 2 championships because it's difficult to win 1. But y'all went to 4 and y'all only won 2. And then you run LeBron James out of Miami. Now, everybody know I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I'm not an idiot. This is LeBron in his prime. By far the greatest basketball on the planet Earth. It's not even close. And you run LeBron James out of town because of some chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to say that again. You run LeBron James out of town and break up that Miami Heat team because of some chocolate chip cookies. Y'all let that sink in. Because if any other GM would have did something like this, we would have continued to hear about it up until now. Then you fast forward. He does it again. You get Jimmy Butler with Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. And let's not forget, one thing you did great, you allowed Spoelstra to coach. Because when LeBron James was there, he didn't like Spoelstra in the beginning. He wanted you to come down and coach, but you said, no, I'm too old. Spo was a great coach. So I give you that. But now you get Jimmy Butler. You don't want to pay nobody. You get all these second-round draft picks, guys that wasn't drafted. I get it. You know how to evaluate talent. You get the best out of guys. You go to 2 championships with that team that I don't know how y'all did that. Jimmy Butler tells you, y'all know the drill. My brothers, you know I love y'all. But when it comes to the ladies, they got a soft spot in my heart. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Darlene Bryant is in the building early in the afternoon. Darlene Bryant, good afternoon, everybody. Y'all know the drill. Please speak to the ladies. And please be respectful, y'all. Now, let's finish this. You get to Jimmy Butler. You get the 2 finals. You get to multiple Eastern Conference finals. You couldn't get over the hump. You lose to the Lakers in 1 finals, and then you lose to the Denver Nuggets in 1 finals. With that roster, I don't know how Spoelstra did that, but he did it. Jimmy Butler tells you, I need some help. Your superstar player that got you to 2 finals, that helped you build a culture after you just debacled and just devastated and you just messed up that whole dynasty that you could have had because you're not a dynasty. Jimmy Butler tells you, I need some help. And you don't get him no help. And then you don't want to pay him. So now you run Jimmy Butler out of town. He gets traded to Golden State. Golden State looked like they got in the fountain of youth. Now, they struggled the last couple games, but with Jimmy Butler, Golden State is like 14-3. Ever since Jimmy Butler left the Miami Heat has lost 9 games in a row. And let's not forget, that last title run, Tyler Hero was hurt. So that was all Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. All three of your superstar players, you ran out of town. Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, and Jimmy Butler. Y'all tell me what other GM can get away with that and we don't disrespect them, violate them. We don't do anything. When is Pat Riley going to take some heat?
Getting out of touch and not understanding how to be able to communicate with today's NBA player might be getting in his way, right? Like being an old school guy is cool. I don't have nothing against your morals, your principles, how you run the ship. The evidence is in front of you that's saying, yo, this is not working anymore. You got to know when to bow out. You got to know when to bow out and do it gracefully. It's not going down gracefully right now. It's about to go out down into flames. Another guy that led the organization. Once again, the split happened and it wasn't friendly. It wasn't amicable. People didn't walk out the door feeling good.
Have we been hoodwinked or bamboozled? And let me explain. Watch it. You know me, but
Yes,
when
I
you
do.
think about it,
I
with
do.
you, what I gotta tell you is slow down and just think about it before you just automatically react. When Shaquille O'Neal went to the Miami Heat, do you remember why he said he went there? Or do I need to refresh your memory?
I know how I remember it, but talk to me.
He said it had nothing to do with Pat Riley. He said, I watched that boy D Wade and said, I want to go play with that. I'll be the guy that'll get him over the hump. Had nothing to do with Pat Riley. LeBron James, do we know why he went to Miami? Is Pat Riley getting kudos for a job that he hasn't been doing?
It's easy to shoot at Pat Riley right now because it's fresh on our minds on what happened with Jimmy Butler, right? It's time. It's time for him. It's time for him to give up that seat and move on. We all know that. But what I think is that like the whole body of work is what Pat Riley gets that quote unquote pass for, right? Is why he's held in such high esteem because his entire body of work, very diverse portfolio when you look at it, right? It ain't just one Lakers Showtime thing, right? He comes over to us and he helps transform us, right? Then he goes into Miami and he takes everything over to a franchise that was only around for like 8 years when he got there.
Right.
That's a very, very new franchise. So he gets a lot of credit for doing a lot of things in the basketball world. So, that's why, we don't knock him off this pedestal right now. But if we're being honest, the last few seasons, and just with how things shake out with their stars, you got to give him some responsibility on that. And right now, they're not a good team. Right now, they don't have everything that they need to be a good team, in my opinion. I think Tyler Hero is a good player. I don't think Tyler Hero is a great player. I think, I love Bam, but Bam is Bam, right? Bam can't be a number one guy on a really good team. Like, they need to do some other things over there. And, in the past, he's landed the guy. Maybe it's time for him to land another guy. Remain to be seen. They done lost 9 in a row.
I'm not going to say getting 3 championships is something to sneeze at because we know how difficult it is to win as a team, as an organization. But I'm not going to dismiss what Pat Riley has not been doing in the Miami Heat organization. Shaq didn't go there because of him. LeBron James didn't go there because of him. All those players that was funneling in and out with Miami Heat in the Heaters with LeBron and D Wade had nothing to do with Pat Riley. Now with Jimmy Butler, you go to and I'm gonna quote you. You go to 2 finals. You go to multiple Eastern Conference finals, and every year you never upgrade. You don't want to pay nobody. You like I said, you playing with second round draft picks or guys that wasn't drafted. And in your words, what are you doing to get better every year? Your star player tells you I need some help, and you don't get them no help, and then now another time, 3 times the charm, third strike you're out. Another superstar walks out the door for nothing because let's be realistic. Andrew Wiggins looks miserable over there.
See, you slick, right? And I'm your brother, and I'm always here to hold you accountable. You are slick. Let me remind you about something. You believe that Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA. That's what you believe.
Yes.
You
Yes,
believe he's the best coach in the NBA.
Yes.
He's done in the last 3 to 4 years. He's done a lot more with less, right?
Yes.
So, at what point do we start? So we just skip him and go straight to Riles and how he's constructing the roster. They draft well still. Tyler Hero, I said what I said about Tyler Hero, but Hero's an all-star. Bam is an all-star. Jaime Jaquez Jr., the guy they just drafted, he's a very good player. They always find these diamonds in the rough. Khalil Ware is a good player. He's going to be a good player going forward.
Yes, agree.
Help me with your best coach because when Pop starts struggling, when they stopped making the playoffs, they wasn't winning championships. We ain't talk about R.C. Buford. We talked about Pop. Pop is overrated.
All right, you know why?
So what happens with Spo?
Now, watch this. Now I see what you're doing. You ain't going. Yeah, you ain't gonna get away with that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't they the GMs as well? Wasn't Belichick the GM and the coach for the Patriots?
Yes, if I don't remember
No,
right. If I
no, you remember. Yeah. Don't listen. One thing you gonna do is remember. You ain't no fool. Stop it.
Yes.
Was Greg Popovich, who I'm glad he's getting better. Big shout out Greg Popovich. Definitely get well. We wish that on nobody.
Yeah, for sure.
Was Greg Popovich the coach and the GM?
No.
I'm gonna ask you again, Flea. No. Hold on. Because I always tell you, stop answering so quick. We know somebody else's name might have been there.
Okay.
But can we be honest? Nothing went down without that man. Pop. Spo has nothing to do with picking the players. That's all Pat Riley. Now, if Spo had... Don't do that, Flea.
Where he's at now, a back-to-back champion, been to many finals. We're talking about 4, 6. Yeah. He's been to 6 finals as a head coach.
No, he's 6. Oh, right. With Jimmy Butler. 4, yes, right. Correct.
4 with them,
correct.
With
2 for 6.
Braun
correct.
and Wade and them, and then the 2 with my guy Jimmy.
Correct.
6 finals. At this point now, working his way up from a video coordinator all the way up to a championship level coach. Spo don't have no say in who he's coaching right now. Don't do that.
Please,
no,
you
selling the best head coach in the NBA. My OG said the best head coach in the NBA does not have a say in the roster construction. I can't. No.
Spo has nowhere near the power that Belichick and Greg Popovich had when they were in those organizations. And to me, that's why I always bash them guys. But let's kind of just, get off this topic and get to the next topic. But my thing is, I'm just glad that we were able to... Oh, did you see that last comment? Spo overrated? What?
You ain't like that. That hit your heart. You saw that and said, whoa, I thought somebody came in the building. That's
Flea.
Hey, Vi NYC, you just hurt OG heart. That hit him in the stomach. He might come back tomorrow. Y'all know how ridiculous this brother is. He might come back tomorrow and have a whole rant on that comment right there. I'm telling y'all, you might have got it.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. Deja un like, comentario.
Y suscribe.